So school, as we know, is just a few weeks away, and this is going to be a big part of the conversation: nutrition, diet while at school. We here at KPRC2 are helping you get classroom ready. Dolores Woods, a registered dietitian with UT Health Houston, is here to help us navigate the countdown. We're only weeks away, and I know now is the time parents and students are preparing for the school year, including nutrition.
Right. So we have to start getting into that mindset again. And, it's so important because a lot of schools do offer healthy lunch options, but sometimes kids aren't eating them, whether it's because they don't have enough time or their food preferences. So we have to make sure they're getting enough food. Otherwise, they're going to be distracted or feel sluggish, and they're not going to be their best at school.
Where do parents start? With school comes a routine. Now's the time to maybe start getting into that. Where do parents start?
So planning should actually come with the entire family. So even the kids could be involved in the planning process, whether it's...
Have them participate.
Have them participate, yeah. Absolutely. Whatever their likes are, making sure that you're stocking up your pantry, your refrigerator, starting to think about how you can make things a little bit more interesting also when it comes to the packing, of the lunches. But definitely if it's a family affair, it's much more likely that the kids are going to be eating their food.
And it's more fun. It's a time to educate them on what's healthy, what's not so healthy.
Yes.
I know this is very important, especially for busy moms and dads trying to get to and from work. What are some healthy options for breakfast, lunch?
So we want to make sure that they're eating good sources of protein, some whole grains, fresh fruits. So for example, your breakfast foods can be eggs. Eggs are so good for you. So whether they're hard-boiled, scrambled, make a breakfast sandwich, or even a burrito with like a whole wheat tortilla, make a burrito that's easy to travel. For your lunch, if you're bored of the sandwich, do some easy swaps. So it could be a whole wheat tortilla, a flat or bread, instead of, just your sliced bread. And add some interesting spreads in there. It could be, I love actually guacamole in a sandwich with turkey, or you could use hummus. If your kids a little bit more adventurous, do that with some turkey slices in there. That's a really great source of protein. You could do even something like a breakfast for lunch. Sometimes kids, they don't want that heavy breakfast, so having that for lunch. So, but definitely a good source of protein, some whole grains, and your fresh fruit, veggies in there.
I'm thinking back to when I was a student. Lunches have come a long way, right?
Yes, they have. Yes.
Absolutely. How often, growing up, we heard a lot about 3 balanced meals a day. How many meals should a child be eating throughout the day?
So kids at this age are growing at a consistent but slow rate. So you want to make sure that they're eating between 4 and 5 meals, including the snacks.
Yeah.
And if they're going through a growth spurt, they're going to eat a little bit more. So they have
As they should eat a little more. As they should.
Yeah. So, you have to make sure that they're in tune with their bodies, and making sure that if they're hungry, obviously we want to feed them, but making sure that it's not these ultra processed snacks that we're feeding them.
Dolores, you mentioned great ideas when it comes to lunch. You just briefly touched upon snacks. What are some easy, quick snacks parents can prepare?
So snacks, I just want to mention that snacks should be something to hold the kids over until their next meal without spoiling it.
And we're not talking about cookies and chips.
No, and it's not another mini meal. It really shouldn't be chips or cakes, candies, desserts.
Like vegetable sticks?
Veggie sticks are fine, but they're a little bit boring. So maybe add a nice dip, like a hummus, or even like a ranch sauce made with some Greek yogurt. Again, I'm going to bring up the guacamole just because avocados are so healthy for you. But you want to make sure that it's, again, a good nutritious snack. So some cheese sticks with crackers, even some yogurt, fruit. So thinking about the foods that your kids aren't eating in their other meals, it's a good opportunity to feed it to them in their snacks.
Really great suggestions. We appreciate you coming on, Dolores, and telling us all about these tips that are easy and fun to get the entire family involved.
Thank you.
Dolores, thank you. Again, KPRC2 is here to get you classroom ready. We are focusing on school safety, school media strategies, and mental health challenges. Let us know if you have a question. You can submit your questions to us on our website at clicktohouston.com, or you can scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen.